Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with Spellbinders pre-summer sale. This is a good sale. I wasn't planning on doing a video because I was out of town. I just returned from Orlando. I was thinking about filming the video in Orlando in the hotel, but I had no cards and I only had some dies. So I decided to wait until I got home, pull everything out, which took much longer than I thought. But now I'm going to do this video because this is a good sale. 2 thumbs up for another good sale at Spellbinders. This sale is particularly good because there's a lot of new in sale items at a great deal. There's also some super steals. I'll talk about that in a second. And there's also some machine steals. I'll talk about that right after the super steals. So it's going to be super steals, machine steals, and then new in sale. Plus, this sale has different categories, so there will be timestamps in the video, but in the description box below, that's where I'll detail and link everything. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you are a returning crafter who loves steals and deals, please give this video a thumbs up. I would so appreciate that. Towards the top of the description box, that will be the different categories. There will be die deals, better press deals, past club deals, which are going to be mostly dies, some stamps and some glimmer and things like that, but dies, yay. And then clearance deals, wax seal deals. So wax seal is on sale. If you want to stock up on your wax seal, this is a good time. Embossing and stencil deals. And there's also paper and ephemera and stamp deals. Okay, so lots of different categories of all sorts of goodies. Gems are on sale too, all sorts of little things. Alrighty, crafters, I'm just going to go straight into this sale. This is a sale. You want to check your wish list, see what's in there and see where it's at now, because some things are moving out because there's lots of new collections. Notice you haven't seen any of the new collections from me. I've been working with the weekender, but now I am done, so I'm going to focus this weekend on all the new collections. So I need to finish up some stuff, but I love that classic car collection. That's fun. And the Kyoto, the one with the little geisha girl. Oh yeah, cute, cute, cute. So come back into my channel soon for the new videos. Also, crafters, Kit Club is still open. I'll link my Kit Club video here, the May Kit Club, open until the 27th of this month for new subscriptions. Alrighty, crafters, I think that's enough housekeeping. Let's get started. Here are the super steals. First super steal, Colorful Expressions Blooms. This beautiful floral die set is now $10 from $40. There's a nice oversized flower, some buds, some little buds, really, really pretty die set. So $10 from $40 at that price, you could get one for you and a crafty friend too. Thumbs up. Love. So this is Colorful Expressions Blooms. Up next, crafters, just in time for summer with an interactive detail. This is Summertime Wade Pool. This is now $5 from $27. This is a winner. If you're going to a crop and you want to make some summer projects, even for your mini albums, this is adorable. Just really, really sweet. You don't have to use the floaty. You could just make the ice cream or the little hippo or the little turtle right here and a duck. So cute. Everything is here for you to make cute cards and more. So for $5, that's a super steal. Up next, another steal. This is Pins and Needles Jar. I think this one is on the way out. You get everything here to make this card except the sentiment and the embossing folder. This is now $10 from $40. This is a winner. Love the scissors, love all the sewing bits, the little floss, all the fun. So $10 from $40, Pins and Needles. I think this is on the way out. You might want to get it before it goes. Really, really pretty. And if you notice, crafters, everything I'm showing you is like timeless too. Love that. Here is one that I was surprised because I love this set. This is Skating into the Holidays. This is actually a second set that I bought. This is a small die of the month from July of last year, from Christmas in July. And this is a winner. Skating into the Holidays is $8 from $27. Love, love, love. Every holiday you can pull this die out. You can choose to use the skates. You can do what I did, which was just stay right here with all that foliage over and over and over again. I use them on so many cards. The poinsettia is fabulous. It's a nice large poinsettia. All the bits that tuck into it. This is a winner. Why did I get a second set? So then I could run the 2 poinsettias at the same time and all the foliage. And the skates is really pretty too. Love. I love all the lace detail and everything. So skating into the holidays, $8 from 27. Winner. Even the little bow. There's a little bow here too. Love, love, love. And if you get it, there will be instructions on the back of how to put it together too. Okay? And lastly, in the super steals. So in this sale, you are going to see a lot of Christmas. If you want to get ready for your Christmas in July, I'm not going to be covering a lot of it because like I said, there's a lot of new in sale. But this is another winner. This is called Snow-Capped Holidays. This is also from July of last year. This is now $10 from 40. I think this is on the way out. This is a gorgeous die set. You get the beautiful birdhouse. You get the branch that the birdhouse is hanging from with the little snow cap here. So pretty. And the foliage here too can stand on its own. I love the large sizing. Look at the little pine cones. Look at the birds. You also get these birds. If you think these birds are not like their kind of style, maybe you want a more realistic bird, you can still work with this die set and just change the birds. Yeah, thumbs up for that too. So mix, match, and play with this set. There's a lot of good bones in this one in terms of the foundation. The branch can be used by itself. Those are the snow caps. This little birdhouse can be used by itself. Change out this, just do the birdhouse. And then all this foliage can be used within this set and outside of. So this is like a 4-for-1 winner. The birds can be used on their own too. So at $10, this is a super steal. Okay, crafters, now this is a category that's not in the sale, but I decided to talk about it now because I think it's a great deal, especially if you're new to crafting or if you need another die cut machine. A while ago, there was a new platinum machine for $99, but it was the original platinum machine. And then I told you about the refurbished platinum machine, which was $124. That's now sold out, but I decided to take a little look. And this is what I found. And I'm going to be showing you the graphic while I'm talking about it. There is a refurbished, new and improved Platinum 6 die cut machine. When it's new and improved, it comes with the universal plate system. That is now $79.99 from $159.99. 2 thumbs up. Now, crafters, you can read the fine print when you click the link below or go look for it, but it's not easy to find. So that's why I said click the link. But you can click the link, look at it, read the detail where they say that they replace the parts and they make sure that it works and they test it. Remember, Denzel is in-house at Spellbinders. So I don't know if it runs through his hands, but I have a feeling that it does. So that's a great deal. At $79.99, you know that's the cost of a Scout. And you're getting a Platinum 6. And you're getting the new and improved Platinum 6, the pretty one. I don't even have that machine. I have the original Platinum 6 that I had to buy the universal plate system for. But I also have the lilac shimmer now, so I'm good. But I think at $79, that's a steal. Even if you want to just get a second machine because kids are coming over this summer, you want to craft with your daughter, something like that, or you want to buy a machine as a gift, I think that's a great one. So it's a refurbished Platinum 6, new and improved. Now I'm going to go into the original machines. So there is an original Platinum 6. The original Platinum 6, look at the different colorway. The guts on the machine, both the original and the new and improved, are exactly the same. But this will not include the universal plate system, so you'd have to buy that separate. That is $59.99 from $119.99. I would then go with the $79.99. I think that's the best deal. Then there is a refurbished original Platinum machine. Platinum machine is a large format machine, and I'm showing you the graphic here. That one has the 8.5-inch wide opening and 11 or 12 inches long plate. That one will not include the universal plate system, so it won't be there because it's an original Platinum machine. But you can get that machine at that size, which has a lot of power, $79.99 from $229.99. So there are options. I'm going to be listing all these options below. Then there is the previous sale I told you about, which is the new original Platinum machine. So this is not refurbished. This is a new one. That one is $99.99 from $229.99. So crafters, there is 4 decisions to make if you want to look at these machines. There is that new Platinum machine at $99, but then you can get the refurbished Platinum, save some money, $79.99, or that refurbished Platinum 6 with a universal plate system for $79.99. I think that one is the one I would go for. That's the one that is the cost of a Scout, and it comes with a universal plate system. Universal plate system can be like $40 up to around $70 or $80 because of the XL. XL means for the Platinum machine. XL size, okay? So I just wanted to let you know about those machine deals. I think they are fabulous, so you might want to take a look. All right, crafters, now we're going to go into new and sale goodies. Love that. First up, crafters, are you looking at all the beautiful cardstock? No, it's not on sale, but you can now work with all that cardstock with the color swatch petal. I was so surprised to see this on sale. Whole swatch party collection, which goes along with the new color wheel cardstock, which is 48 colors of cardstock. So here is what's in this sale. Color swatch petal die, which will make each one of these swatches, and you can use it for all your cardstock, anything. If you have something you want to paint here and you want to make a swatch of some paint color too, you can use this. This is a 3-inch ring, okay? The color swatch petal die is now $16.79 from $23.99. Thumbs up. That's a good deal for a brand new item. Then there is this beauty, which is the color swatch wheel. You're going to get 6 colors that you can then make all sorts of color combinations. Reason you're seeing a space here because this is color wheel cardstock using the stamp, and I'll talk about that in a second. This is me using cardstock outside of the color wheel cardstock. That's why I put them over here, and I did write on Hero Arts Azalea and Persimmon, which is essential cardstock, the older Spellbinders cardstock. So then I had to write these in. But isn't this fun? You can make all sorts of color combinations, and you can even make a card with it. I followed the example of Spellbinders. Isn't this fun too? Love, 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 love. The color swatch wheel die is $19.59 from $27.99. You're going to get the base, which I have here in white cardstock. Then you get this. If you want to cut a popular color that you keep using, for example, I have saffron on both, I would cut it here. And then if you just use one color like I did here, I would just cut that piece. This is a nice reinforcer ring. I really appreciate this because when you start to really use this over the years, it can start to get weaker and weaker, including this. This will go on a ring as well. So super fun. So I'm glad to see this on sale. Then there is the color swatch name stamp. This is all the new 48 colors of color wheel cardstock. All the names are here. This is $10.49 from $14.99. Thumbs up. Now, if you're looking at this and wondering, look at that packaging. Oh, Suzanne, when you first showed me, yes, I bought a second set. And I did not get it at this price. So Spellbinders sent this to me. Why did I get a second set? When you're running 48 of this, I wanted to rip my hair out. That was one. I also want to make another swatch set for the essential cardstock. It's much easier when you have 2. See, I can put like 2 of this, 2 of this. It's just much easier. Then I was also making the color swatch wheel. So I bought a second one. They sent me this, and I could have stayed here, but there's something really nice about running 2 at the same time. So I went ahead and bought it, and now it's on sale, and I'm like, well, I could have waited, but oh well. But I have used these. I've used them all, and it's so wonderful when you run it twice at the same time. This I only have 1 set of, okay? So I keep them all in my scrapbook.com storage envelope. You know I love these envelopes, right? So all these die sets fit nicely in here, including the stamp, and I keep everybody happy. So I keep this close to my craft desk when I need it. I'm glad and surprised to see that this is already in the sale. You can definitely organize all your different cardstock, and I love the ring. This is Perfect Touch Arches and Tag die. I love this foundation die set. This is now $14.69 from $20.99. There was a while back when this was first introduced and there was a sale. This was accidentally put on sale. I'm not going to go into what it was because a lot of you did get it. If you didn't get it, let's just move on. Let's talk about it now because this is a fabulous die set. Even at $14.69, thumbs up. Even at $20.99 at full price, thumbs up. This is a beautiful arch die set. There is 7 pieces in here. Largest die is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. Coming in 6 more times to this little tag. I love the little tag too. And all this little detail. This little detail is just your best friend for crafting. So in this month's kit club, here I have 2 layers of it, making a cute little note card. So you can go smaller size too. I think this is really cute with the little crayons. It's the Scholastic Kit Club this month. Here it is with Jump for Joy with the frogs on the outside here. with all this cute detail. I'll link my Jump for Joy video here so you can take a look at that. This is fun. I don't like frogs, but I'm liking these little frog dies. They're really, really cute. So this is my avatar scene, Pandora. Here's another version with the Little Smiles collection. Look how gorgeous this is. I'll link that video here too, because that's a good one too. And here is 3 layers of this beauty. So the largest die here is an A2, and then it comes on in more. And then I have the little bunny and the card. But you see how it gives this nice frame detail and adds interest to the card? It's just so pretty. Here you can't really see it because I do have all that ink blending, but it is here. And here it is with the black and that beautiful chiffon cardstock at Spellbinders. Love this cardstock. So pretty. All right, so I'm showing you newer cards actually with it. Now, here it is when it was first introduced, and I'm going to go into On the Farm with all the farm goodness too in a minute. Here is 2 layers of it with the goose dies. Isn't that cute? So you're going to see these again. Here it is with the little chickens, but you see the background? It's just such a subtle detail. This is the sister to the Perfect Touch rectangles, and yes, I will be talking about it towards the end with foundation dies. And here it is 2 more times. This is it with Make-A-Wish Arch. And I'm going to be talking about that in foundation dies. I'm going to come back to this card, but you see how I'm using it for the inner layer here with the detail? And it's just adding that nice stitch detail with the little pig. This is so cute. So cute. I'm going to put it over there. And then here it is 2 layers. This die is great either as a single layer, double layer, triple layer. It's just so fun and interactive, and it can be dialed up if you want to make it elegant, okay? Perfect Touch Arches is another winning foundation die set, $14.69 from $20.99. Thumbs up. Up next, crafters, I'm happy to see this one. This is the International Sentiments collection. I'll link my video here if you want to see more. There's the International Sentiments die set and the International Press Plate and Die set. Not everything is on sale because some things are sold out. So the 4 languages for the International Sentiments are French, Italian, Spanish, and German. So let's talk about what is on sale with this beauty. We're going to start off with the dies first. I was going to put the Better Press, but only 2 sets are on sale, so I'm going to link it right below this. French Everyday Sentiments die, not in this sale, not available, but these 3 are. Italian Everyday Sentiments die. This is $16.79 from $23.99. And I do have my little translation here. So these are the sentiments, and this is a translation. So that's the Italian Everyday Sentiments. Next, there is the Spanish Everyday Sentiments, also $16.79 from $23.99. Here are the sentiments. Hola, te amo, gracias, felicidades. Yes, all the fun. And then and over here is the English translation, okay? So $16.79, winner from $23. That's still a good deal. And this is a brand new set and a very popular set. And lastly, crafters, German Everyday Sentiments die. Here are the sentiments, and then there's a translation. This is $19.59 from $27.99. The sentiments are a little bit larger, as you know, the whole German is like, they say one thing and it's like a whole sentence. So in this sale, you have the choices of Italian die set, Spanish die set, or German. French, not available, okay? But still, so pretty. Put this one in your wish list. So with the Better Press, funny enough, French is available. Italian is not. Spanish is. German is not. So I'm going to take these 2 out, okay? For the French Sentiments Better Press, you're looking at $11.89 from $16.99. Thumbs up. That's a fantastic deal. You press or glimmer each set and then die cut once. So for the first set, I have from Je t'aime to the Happy Birthday, Merci, all the way up to My Sympathies. And then you cut it out with a coordinating die, okay? Fun. So that's a great deal. For the Spanish Sentiments Press Plate and Die, same $11.89 from $16.99. Thumbs up. I think this is a great steal. Look at all these sentiments. So you're getting 10 sentiments in both sets, French and Spanish. Now let's look at my examples. Here are some examples I pulled. This is Italian. This is Italian. I think this is Italian as well. Okay, so I had a thing for the Italian. And then here is German. And here is Spanish. And then this is French. When you use a Better Press, it will look like a little ribbon. It's a little bit of a smaller size. When you use the die, you're going to have like this larger size. So this is a fantastic set. I think it's fun. I think it's unique. It was selling out and some of it is in stock. Treat yourself to it. I think it works so beautifully too with all these florals as well. This is just all like pattern paper and some flowers. So pretty. Love, 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 love. So happy to see the international sentiments in the sale. Winners. Okay, crafters, new in sale. And a lot of it is there this time. So I talked about this in the BOGO sale, but now a lot of it is here. So let's talk about Winnie the Pooh. Perfect for summer, perfect for all your crafting for kids or for yourself. If you do a lot of Disney layouts and such, this collection translates into 12 by 12 in 2 seconds. Let me show you, because I love this so much. This is part of the Simple Stories collaboration with Spellbinders for the Vintage Pooh collection. I'll link my video here. So it's beautiful pattern paper. Spellbinders does carry it. And then here I have one of the dies. Here is all the ephemera. This is Better Press. So we'll talk about that in a second. I love the Better Press. I kept on using it over and over again. Here is the Better Press. Here is Better Press. Here's Better Press on a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. Look at all this. And these 2 pages can go together. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? And the paper is thick enough, you can use the reverse side too. Yay! Here I am with my daughter Gina, and I was having fun with the ephemera, having fun with all this Better Press sentiments too. Just so fun. There is Pooh, the die. This one I was doing as a self-contained page, but look at this bit of ephemera. Here is some stickers and such. So you can have fun with this set. And this is the honey pot too. Over here, thumbs up for being fabulous. I just noticed this too. Here's that colorful flower. See how nice it is on a 12 by 12? I know, I'm hopping all over the place. It's been a long day, crafters. Woke up super early, left Orlando, came here, had to return to rent a car, all sorts of drama. Gina went to the Florida Summer Games for Special Olympics, and crafters, not for swimming. Gina went there for bocce and got a silver medal. First time ever doing bocce. It's just a little recreation thing, but I didn't expect for her to go that far. But hey, she was there having her fun with her little, I don't know, what is it, lawn bowling or something? It's cute. It's cute. And we were indoors. It's crazy hot here in South Florida right now. We're like in the 100-degree weather. Yeah. So back to Winnie the Pooh. Pooh's Honey Pot, which was not in the BOGO sale, but is in this sale. Now you guys can grab it. $14.69 from $20.99. Winner. Get one for you and your crafty friend too. This is a fabulous little set. Pooh and Piglet die. Love, love, love. $19.59 from $27.99. So sweet. Here is Pooh. There is Piglet, the little balloon, the little scroll, smaller honey pot so you can mix and match all your honey pot. And there's the honey, and it even says honey here and honey here. This is just so adorable. You'll be smiling, making all your cards and ephemera and everything with it. This is just a really nice set. Like I said, perfect for scrapbooking, card making, mini album making, journals. If you want to decorate banners, you want to make a summer banner, this would be really cute too. Tigger and Eeyore is also $19.59 from $27.99. So here is Tigger, here is Eeyore with his little bow on his tail and then a little butterfly and cloud. This one, I'm going to see if it is in stock because I don't remember seeing it, but I'm going to show you anyway. Pooh and Friends Silhouette. This is a really cute one. I'll show you my example in a second. Pooh's Alphabet, Numbers, and More. This is a fantastic set, especially for the font. You want to really have fun with this whole Pooh thing. This is a great one. $23.09 from $32.99. That's a great deal for this set. Let me show you my cards first, and then I'll go into the Better Press. This is part of the Better Press. I love the sentiments in the Better Press too. So here is Pooh and Piglet in the big honey pot jar. This is a A9 card, which is 8.5 inch wide, 5.5 inch tall. So you take a standard sheet of cardstock, you score it down the middle on the 11 inch side at 5.5 inch. So this is a standard sheet of cardstock. And then you get this little top folding card, which can fit all the friends. Eeyore, Tigger, so super duper cute. Here is another card. Oh, bother. Here it is with the alphabet die. Look at the balloon. Here is all of his honey spilling. I did fussy cut this shirt, okay? I took my 9-inch pro shears and fussy cut because this is classic Pooh, and I guess back in the day he went au natural, but I decided to put on the red shirt. Some ink blending here, no ink blending. It works both ways. This is the pattern paper too, so is this and that. So pretty. Here is that silhouette I showed you. This is a great card. Look how the sentiment just pops. This is that Same Better Press sentiment, glimmered. And then here is another one with Pooh and Piglet. I did fussy cut that tree. I put 2 of the Better Press sentiments and the balloon. I was just having a ball with this little collection. I need to go back to having more of a ball with it because it was still just a fabulous collection. Fabulous. Okay, crafters, there are 2 Better Press sets here. There is the Friendly Moments Press Plate and Die with 2 scenes. This one is like looking at a lake with Christopher Robin and Pooh. This is Pooh walking with Piglet, and I'll show you my examples in a second. Then there is Silly Old Bear Sentiments Press Plate and Die. Winner right here. Friendly Moments Press Plate is $19.59 from $27.99. Silly Old Bear Sentiments, $20.99 from $29.99. That's your steal right there, this one. Lots of fun sentiments. You just saw a bunch of them. And you can press or glimmer die cut once. Also in this sale, this is available as a bundle, these 2 together, which is called the Say Cheese Classic Pooh Bundle. So these 2 will be $40.03 from $57.18. So if you want to just get both, or you want to get one or the other, fun. Here are both of those friendly moments. So you see Christopher Robin, you see the lake, and this one I use Copic markers, so I glimmered this one. I glimmered both of them actually, and this one I use some Copic markers too. Look how pretty that is. And then look at the sentiments. This frame is on sale. Where's my frame? Memory frame is $14.69 from $20.99. I think this is really cute. Perfect for scrapbooking, and then those little labels. Fun. Okay, crafters, I went to find the memory frames. This is what it looks like. You see the little label, the little postage stamp detail, and the frame. I separated it from this because I kept this as a foundation die, but I probably should keep it all together. And the little bee, if you're interested, also is right here with Pooh's Honey Pot. This was not in the previous sale, but it is there now. So crafters, pretty much everything is on sale for Winnie the Pooh. Love that. All new goodies. Yay. Also new in the sale is the Simple Stories Vintage Flower Shop Collection. It has papers. It's another collaboration between Spellbinders and Simple Stories. This is the die sets now that are on sale. The Simple Vintage Bundle, which would be all 3 sets here, is $49.26 from $70.30. The Flower Cart die, which is this huge big set, this is now $23.09 from $32.99. Scallop Journal and Card. I love this. You already saw it twice before on these 2 examples with the international sentiments. This is $14.69 from $20.99. Stitch and Dots Scallop Border Die, $11.89 from $16.99. Now let me show you my examples. This is the Flower Cart die. Look how pretty that is. So super pretty. It's an all-in-one card. Like you could use all the elements here and make a card and you are done. Here is both the Scallop Journal card used here. This is with this month's Better Press of the Month. And then over here, I'm using the Stitch and Scallop to make this whole birthday series. Isn't that fun? Love, love, love. I love these little flowers and this little bit right here. I have something else with it too. I just can't remember where I put it. Crafters, you just don't understand how fast I was pulling everything to try to get this to you in time. Crafters, I don't have a date when the sale ends, but if I do find it, I will put it in the description box below, okay? But I just wanted to get this out to you so you can really, see all the goodies and check out all those refurbished machines and such. So pretty. Up next, crafters, I'm going to go into On the Farm collection. Love. So you saw the Perfect Touch Arches die before, the foundation die. That is part of this, but she does stand on her own. That's why I showed you her in the beginning, because that's just a out-the-gate winner foundation die set. So there are 5 dies here that you make cute little scenes with. There is Hey There Cow stamp and die. So you get stamps in these too. This is $17.49 from $24.99. Honk Honk Geese stamp and die. This one is $8.39 from $11.99. That's a steal. Ham It Up, which is the little pig. This one is $11.89 from $16.99. I love the whole contained scene. You can have them either as a farm animal or make them whimsical with little hats and all sorts of scarves and such. Counting Sheep stamp and die. This one is $14.69 from $20.99. This is all a great deal. Spring Chicken stamp and die. This is another great deal. $8.39 from $11.99. There's a whole set here. This is the whole chicken, and she can have on an apron or a hat. And these are all the bits to decorate her. And you could do different colors. And then here's a little nest with some eggs and her little chicks. It's a really cute set. Really, really well thought out set. So here is Ham It Up. Look how cute that is. And again, coming back to that perfect touch arches. Love. I could have done the pig with or without the hat. And you see the mud and the little fence. Here is the little sheep. So super cute. Here is the geese. I love the little scarf around her head. I think that's adorable and a little hat. But you don't have to use them, but it's so cute. And I love the grounding. This grounding, I love the grounding. And you can mix and match the grounding. You see what I did here? I brought the fence over here. And then here's that little piece of ground that he's standing on. With the geese, it's a little puddle. With the pig, it's a little mud. It is just so super cute. Look at this one. Here I did 2 chickens. So I did one without the outfit. Second one with the outfit. Look at the little chicks. And then the little nest. This is just so fun. So fun. And then, of course, my grand finale was another A9 card, an oversized card. They're out here on the farm. This time I included the cow. The cow is adorable too. And there's a bit on the cow. But you notice here I just kept them as farm animals. You just get a few bits of it too. Love, love, love. On the farm, on sale, new in sale. Love. Up next, crafters, I can only find 1 of 3 dies. I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to just roll with it, okay? Because I can show you the examples. This is from the Just Saying collection. Pierced Heart die is $20.99 from $29.99. I'm going to show you the graphic here of Punctuation and Icon die, also $20.99 from $29.99. And Speech Bubble dies, which is also $20.99 from $29.99. All 3 of them are on sale. Here are my 2 examples. This is that Pierced Heart, and here I'm using some of the pattern paper from the same Just Saying collection. And up here, this is what you just saw recently from the flower shop, the scallop detail. Over here, this is part of the Punctuation, and then this is the Speech Bubble die set. And there is some stamps in there too, okay? So super cute. So all 3 of them are on sale from the Just Saying collection. But if you just love the heart, this is a fabulous set. The heart is pretty big, so let me give you a measurement. It's 5 1/4 inch wide by 5 inches tall, okay? Couldn't find the die. I don't know where it's at, but I got to keep moving, crafters, because I got to edit all of this when I'm done. Up next, we're going into J.C. Gaspar's Jack of All Trades. This is a fun playing card collection, great for Father's Day too. Reversible Royal Court dies. This one is $30.09 from $42.99, so you get a nice discount. Kaleidoscope Noble Suits. This one is also $30.09 from $42.99. With the Reversible Royal Court, you'll get your little king. This is the Better Press, also on sale. Your queen. These characters over here. This is me for my birthday. This background is on sale. I'll talk about that one in a second. This is the new add-on, the Wild Joker die set, but the background is in there and also on sale. And the Kaleidoscope Noble Suits. This one can stand on its own. This is a beautiful set. You just layer up the 3. This is the bottom layer, middle layer, top. And that's what I did here with pinks and gold. So super beautiful. All 4 suits, okay? I think this is a winner, timeless winner. Look how I filled it up with some gems. Love. This beautiful deluxe deck press plate is $16.79 from $23.99. So here I have it in black and here I have it in gray. That's a great deal. I'm going to put the Better Press with this because it goes with this collection, okay? It's such a unique, fun collection, well thought out collection. Speaking of another well thought out collection, there is the Bougie Birthday. So there is the Bougie Birthday bundle. I'm showing you the graphic here. It doesn't include everything, but it includes those 4 items. $76.20 from $108.86. The main die set for the Bougie Birthday is the Ganache Gâteau die, which makes this beautiful cake. You don't have to make it as tall as this, though. You can crop it down and bring it down if you want to put it on an A2 and still fit it. This is $20.99 from $29.99. The cake measures 4 3/4 inch tall by 3 3/4 inch wide. So it still will fit on an A2, just tight on an A2. And then there is Birthday Cheers die. This is also on sale, $19.59 from $27.99. It includes words such as cheers to you, happy birthday, and birthday wishes. Fabulous Birthday dies. This one is also $19.59 from $27.99. Bougie Birthday, babe, sassy and classy, flirty, and fabulous. Isn't that lovely? So here's the sentiment. Cheers to you. This is using my birthday wreath add-on cupcake, but here's the sentiment down here. Here is the ganache gâteau, and she also has a better press sentiment set. I believe this is on sale too. I'll put the rate here on the screen. So this is fun with the happy birthday gorgeous. So here is the number set. I think this is on sale. I'm not 100% sure if the number set is on sale. The cake comes with the streamers, the little poles here to put the streamer on, and the cake and the frosting. You could do it this way, you could do it this way. It's a lot of fun with this set. So at $20.99, this is a all year round timeless birthday winner. Love, love, love. Up next, crafters, from the Vivid Expressions collection, which is a fabulous collection. Unfortunately, Vivid Blooms is not in this sale, but you know, I love that die set. That was another one I couldn't wait to get a second one of, so she's not even in the sale. She's sold out currently. So here are two border dies from that set that's in this sale that you might want to take a look at. They're fabulous, and they're great for scrapbooking too. The Berry Field border die is $14.69 from $20.99. You get this beautiful border. You can also cut this detail to make it like stand on its own, like a punch. And then here you can layer in all the berries, and they give you all of them. You don't have to keep cutting one set over and over. You can roll all of these at the same time. And then here is the eyelet scallop border. This one is the same, $14.69 from $20.99. Here's the eyelet scallop border die. You see how I use the outline piece here to cut an edging? Isn't that fun? I did glue it together though, because the card was like staying open for photography, but so pretty, right? So you could do that whole edge detail. So pretty. And then here is the Berry Fields. Love that. This is Vivid Blooms that you're looking at here. And crafters, here's also a layout with it. This is with the Golden Afternoon collection by Rosie Studio. This is my daughter at her prom. Here it is on the side. So you see, this time I didn't put in the berries. I could have, but I liked it just like this. And it has a nice straight edge, and I love the detail. So it does work seamlessly on a 12 by 12 layout. Or you can put it here on a card, and you can use it on an A2 card too. So fabulous. So both of these border dies are just fun. Fun, fun, fun. This could be a nice detail to separate a page. So pretty, right? This detail is on sale too, that little crown detail. This is from the Timeless collection. Crafters, there's also a better press border set that goes with this collection. Press, lace, borders, press plate, and die. This one is $16.79 from $23.99. And you can make beauties like this. This is Vivid Blooms, the flower die set. This is the same flower that you just saw on that Winnie the Pooh card. Thumbs up. You see how it can go elegant and then it can also be playful on a Winnie the Pooh? Look at this detail. Presses and glimmers like a dream. I pressed it both time on cotton card, which is also on sale, and Better Press ink, also on sale. Love that. Here I'm just using these little sprig details from Vivid Blooms, but look how I did that. You just line this up with your magnetic chase, and I did one part on the top, one part on the bottom. Then I used precision layering A2 die, which is actually sold out, crafters, A and B. So I guess a lot of you bought it in the BOGO sale. So I used that die set to cut this out and cut this out as well to make sure everything was straight. But isn't this gorgeous? And I think it's $16 winner. And you can use this detail if you want to cut it by itself, like have it just as a piece. Like if you use a border punch, same thing I showed you where you can lift it up or you can press it directly in. Here, I'm using two of it. You see, I'm using this one and this one. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Love, love, love. Vivid Expressions collection. Pretty. Up next, I'm going to be talking about all this happy hour goodness. Love on the Rocks is on sale. $14 from $27.99. This is a gorgeous set. Here it is, so pretty. It released during Valentine's, so you get a little strawberry heart, and you can layer up this little glass. So the happy hour collection had more of the martini glass, the taller glasses. This is a shorter glass. So super pretty. Better Press set is on sale too with the glasses as well at a good price. Look at this holiday one. Isn't this fun? And here it is, masculine. So you can have lots of fun with this little set right here. Love on the Rocks. And every Valentine, ready to go, wedding. Up next, crafters. Both of these are on sale. So in the BOGO sale, I think it was only this one. This time, both of them are in stock. Sunset in a Glass is $19.59 from $27.99. Olive Martini is $12 from $23.99. Let me go double check that rate. That doesn't sound right. Crafters, not only is it in this sale, it's actually $12. So I double checked it because sometimes I write everything out and maybe I wrote it wrong because I'm looking at it going, huh? But then, yeah, that's how much it is. $12 from $23.99. So you get this beautiful martini glass with all these little bits, and some of the bits you can bring over here. See how I brought them? The olives and the little onion over here, and just so cute. Even the little toothpick, so fun. So both of these are on sale. The add-ons are on sale too. One of my favorites, Tropical Flair, $10.50 from $20.99. Love this one. Great for summer, cruises, vacations, having fun. Wishing everybody a great holiday too. Just love, love, love this set. Christmas cocktails. This one is $12 from $23.99 as well. This is a winner. Lots of goodies that you can use inside this collection and outside of. Little gingerbread too, and the bow. Pretty, 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 pretty. And lastly, one of my favorites, booze cocktails. Every Halloween, you bring this one out. And at this sizing, this will be great on your scrapbook layouts, journals, and more. This one is also $12 from $23.99. Winner. All right, so now let's look at all my examples. Last year's Weekender, we made this. See the tropical bits? See the sunset in a glass? Here is that same tropical flare right here. Here's another sunset in a glass. Here is the martini. We learned this in the Spellbinders workshop last year. Look at the bow. Look how pretty that is with just some ink blending. So super pretty. And then here is the Halloween one. You see the little hand coming out. And then the whole thing. We learned this at the workshop last year. We also learned this one too, I believe. I think so. I don't remember. Crafters, did we learn this in the workshop? Some of you know. Or was this me? I think this is me. Whatever. It's fabulous. Because when I came back from the workshop, I started doing all ink blending too. So I think this is me. Because I'm looking at the way that it's cut. I think I used the precision layering. This is me doing like a South Beach invitation. And here is a full Halloween card. I was just having fun. Kitchen sink and all with this one. Look at all the goodies for Halloween. And here I am bringing the Classic Tales die set too. So super duper 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 fun. Love, love, love every Halloween. If you love your Halloween crafting, this is a winner. $12, definitely a winner. So $12 from $23.99. Add on that Christmas one. And then around the holidays, you come with all this cuteness and the fun. This little gingerbread can be peeking out of anything. You could even have him on the ganache cake too, peeking out the top. Also, crafters, in this sale, there are some Hero Arts items. So I'll put a link for Hero Arts towards the top with the category. So you can take a look at that. Up next, Beads of Friendship collection. I love to talk about this collection. These are on sale too. The beads bracelet and the beads press plate, but I want to talk about these beauties right here, the main sets for this collection. Heart in Hands, which is this one, $12 from $23.99. That's a steal. Bestie Heart in Hands, this is $15 from $29.99. Here is the heart hands. You see how it forms a little heart? Look how pretty that is. Here is the heart in hand, and I'm using both versions of the hand here for my examples. This is my little ornament for my Christmas wreath add-on, so I'll come back to this in a minute. You see these two sentiments here? That is one of my most favorite Better Press sets. I use it outside of this collection all the time. And it's called the Bestie Sentiments Press Plate and Die. So you press or glimmer, die cut once. You get all these sentiments. Bestie Sentiments is $15 from $29.99. That's a great deal for a nice Better Press set with a lot of sentiments. You probably saw it on previous examples and some coming examples. I use this one all the time. I love this one for travel too. Have a marvelous time. And you're my closest friend. These are just fun sentiments. Love, 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 love. Beads of Friendship. It's such a fun set. Perfect for your tweens. If they're going to be home with you, maybe their cousins are coming over and you want to give them something crafty to do, this is a fun collection for tweens. Young into tweens, and then they can make their little bracelets, like how this has a bracelet. They can make a card for their best friend and things like that. So this is a fun little set. The whole collection is on sale. So I'll put the heart in hand, and then beside it I'll put COLL. That means collection. So you can look at the whole collection because it is on sale. Fun, fun, fun. Perfect for your summer crafting too. Okay, crafters, I talked about all this Better Press, and now there's more Better Press on sale, but I was covering certain bits and I'm finished with the bits. So I do want to tell you that all Better Press ink is on sale. The small sizes like these, the sets of 4, and then also the big ones, the big pads. I love those too for great backgrounds. One of the sets I want to bring your attention to is this one if you don't own it already. This is called the Woodland set. So let me talk about what the 4 colors are. Laurel, pine, spruce, and rustic. These are the 4 colors in Woodlands. This is now $16.14 from $18.99. And I told you that cotton card is on sale. Crafters, if you love Better Press or you are just getting into it and you want to really explore it, buy your cotton card when it's on sale. You won't feel like, oh my gosh, did I waste a sheet if something goes wrong because you got it on sale. Just trust me. I replenish and restock every time it goes on sale. That's the time I buy them, okay? The Essential Envelope Die. This one is $16.50 from $32.99. Look at this little beauty. It makes cute little envelopes. This is another fun project for you to make all sorts of interactive bits. You can slide it in and out, but you can also use this on your 12 by 12 layouts, making notes for your kids, tuck them in their lunches, or let's say you want the kids to make this and then they decorate it. This is a Christmas version. Here is my Halloween add-on with my little bow, and then a gift card is hidden in here. Isn't that fun? And her pinking edge. This little zigzag die set is also on sale. That's $14 from $27.99, okay? So, super duper cute. So with this main essential envelope, you're going to get this style with the flowers and the sentiment for you and a little butterfly. And then these are the add-ons, the Christmas and Halloween. Fun, fun, fun. Up next, crafters, is the ribbon box die. This is a very pretty little set. If you have parties all the time and you're always making favors or buying favors all the time, you could actually make the favor with this little die set, and the price it's at now, you could get 2 for the price of 1. This is $16.50 from $32.99. It makes the cutest little ribbon box. So what you do is you cut this twice, assemble it, and then thread the ribbon through here like so. And here I put some wax seal on it with navy blue. This is some Vivant trim. So you see how I went through here and then underneath? Comes together very, very easy. This is a great one for parties, favors, and more. And I love the addition of wax seal with it. Wax seal is on sale. I said that like 2 times now, right? Yeah, this is the time to get all those beads and all the goodies. Up next, crafters, let's talk about 2 Pass Club dies. Both of these are fabulous winners. This is the biggest winner of all. Club Blooms. She is from January of 2023 and still going strong. $30 from $40. And this is also $30 from $40. Botanical Atrium will make cards like this. Just beautiful, delicate cards. Change the flowers, keep the style. Thumbs up, winner, self-contained set. You can use the atrium or not, and just use all this foliage on its own as well. Beautiful die set. I love these little bits right here too with the foliage. So super pretty. Club Blooms. I have only a few examples, surprisingly. Normally I'm like showing you 900, but here's a nice example of it. I love this set. Great florals, great foliage, great little smaller details too. That's what makes this one a winner. So 30 from 40. Look how pretty she is. Look how pretty she is. You can use as much as you want or as little as you want. Notice here you're seeing this bit here in the blue. And then here again, same sprig right here, now with little flowers on it. It's a die that just keeps playing. Look how different she looks once you change the colorway. Here is just using bits of it. This same bit here in a different colorway. And here it is mixed in with Vivid Blooms and Be Bold Blooms. Be Bold, the old G. That's a good little set as well. So here I have in Club Blooms flowers, okay? Love, love, love this set. If you don't own it, this might be the time. If you own it and you want a second set, could also be the time, because I love to run these multiples. And this one is just a super pretty winner as well. Up next, crafters, is my collection, the beautiful wreath collection. Everything is in stock and on sale. So there is the starter set, which is called Build a Wreath, which is now $14 from $27.99. This is where you're going to get your wreath base with either twigs or the pine foliage. Here is some flowers and a bow, and every set has a different style of bow. Garden Wreath add-on is $15 from $29.99. Lots of foliage, different bow, different styles of wreath building as well. And look at this, left and right, so you can do swags as well. Different flowers. Love, love, love. Then there is Birthday Wreath add-on, also $15 from $29.99. This is a great one to add to your wreath or use on its own and then use bits out of it. You saw the cupcake earlier. Love this cupcake. Can't get enough of it. Easiest thing to work with as well. There's a present, streamers, party hat, balloon, and the sentiment happy birthday and little bits and bops. Then there is Halloween wreath add-on. Love, 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 because I love Halloween crafting. This is $19.59 from $27.99. Love all the bits. So there's a lot of bits in here too that can be added. It works particularly well when you're using twigs. This looks really good with it too. This pine, just in black or gray or some other color. Really, really pretty. Here is a witch hat, the bow, bats, candy, happy Halloween, all sorts of Halloween spooky goodies in that one. And then Christmas wreath add-on. This one is $16.50 from $32.99. You're getting a lot of goodies in this one as well. You saw the ornament earlier, holding with the hand. Here is the bow. Here is a snowman. If you want to make his tummy like a body, you can use the same ornament. Christmas tree. Here's some poinsettia. These are the winners. And then snowflake. Here you can do like little small holly to put on like the hat or just decorate with. And the sentiment season's greetings. All their little add-ons just add to this set or can be used on their own and incorporated with a lot of Spellbinders goodies. Here you saw that Christmas wreath add-on here with the ornament. Here you saw the cupcake. Love the cupcake with bougie birthday. Here you saw with international sentiments, garden wreath add-on. So you see how I'm incorporating different things. This is Simon Hurley in the back. This is international sentiments. And this is me. This was the first time I made a wreath using just my flowers. To make that wreath though, underneath here, you see the green? That gave me the template. I'm using the wreath base for it. So I have this about 4 times round and then come in. And it can go in a smaller size. It doesn't have to be this size. And my wreath can also be made into an oval too if you want to do an oval sizing instead of a circle. Yeah, you can mix, match, and play within it as well. Here it is in fall. You see how I'm layering up the twig with that sunflower dye? So pretty. Here is a birthday card. This one here I'm using garden wreath, happy birthday, the present, and then build a wreath flowers. Love. This was like one of my favorite swag cards. I made this one first, then I wanted to make a pink one, so I made this one afterwards. I do have a tutorial on my channel, but I can't link it below. I think I'm out of links, but I do have a step-by-step tutorial for this. So super pretty. And in this one, I took snowflakes. Over here, I just have the poinsettias and then some of the flowers from the garden wreath add-on. But these poinsettias, thumbs up. Love, love, love. These are like classic every year winners. You can just pull them out and just use them on everything. I love the way that you can layer them. Here you're seeing 2 of the poinsettia. Here you're seeing like 4 of it. 2 large, 2 small. Look how they layer up nicely if you want to add more volume to your projects. I could see myself, maybe I will do it one of these days actually, Christmas in July, making this over here. Yay. And then I would include some of the smaller flowers from here, just like I did here in there, because it's nice to have these little standard flowers with the winter flowers. I think it's very pretty. I love that kind of crafting, that style of crafting. Here it is now with the wreath base from Build a Wreath. There's a snowman. Here's that little holly bit. Some of my gems fell off, but here is the beautiful poinsettias and the sentiment season's greeting on a foundation die. So if you want to separate it, you could have the embossing in the back, bring on a foundation die, and then build your wreath. So then your eyes come here and then go out. Here is the Build a Wreath base, and then here's a Stitchmas die and a Better Presentiment. There's like a bunch of sets in here. This is Simon Hurley again, another one of his embossing folders in the back. It's Simon, Yana, Stitchmas, me. Mix, match, and play, I'm telling you. Here's a beautiful Spellbinders embossing folder, something holly. I don't think they carry it anymore, like Holly Flourish. Look at the bow and season's greetings, and there is the Build a Wreath in the back, and then some poinsettias. This is more like a standard card, but it works standard, or if you want to go playful. It works both ways, and you want to change up the colors, have fun with it. Here is the garden wreath add-on on an A2 card with some ink blending. You notice that I have the leaves here, and then I did bring in some of that twine too, and the sentiment, happy birthday, quick card. Here is that same snowman, and then there's the ornament bottom, and then the bow, and then in the back, a ton of my Build a Wreath and some of the snowflakes, and then I came on with some sort of snow thing. I love this with the rainbow hot foil. Notice I'm only using the streamer. Here I'm just using the cupcake. So take bits of it too. Here I'm playing with 4 cupcakes and having the embossed background, quick card to make as well. Here I'm using just a cupcake and the present and then building a whole scene. This is a newer card with Justine's Farm. Here you're seeing just build a wreath and one little bit of garden wreath. I love this little flower. You see how I have the Better Press background, and I love to use my collection with Better Press. I think it dials up Better Press. Here's another Better Press image. So there's a pig, which I'm going to talk about this foundation dye in a second, but here is my collection. This is from Build a Wreath, and then the rest is from the Garden Wreath add-on. Here again is Better Press. I'm using the balloons. So the Better Press is the card with a foundation dye turned into a fun easel card. I have a Better Press background, one of my favorites, Spiderweb. Love this Better Press background. You notice here I have a circle, and over here I have Nicole's Gathering Stitches. This is also on sale, her little embroidery hoop collection. So pretty. So here I brought on some of my bits with it, and then there are my twigs. Over here I have that little pine, and this is all mine though. The pumpkin, the candy, the ghost, Happy Halloween, this is all my collection here. The only thing brought into it is the foundation die, which is a circle from Everlasting Circles, and that web background, which I think works so well with my Halloween set. So fun. So super fun. Bold sentiment, merry wishes to you and yours. By itself, nice, but I wanted to finish it, so I took it out to a 5x7, and here I brought on my poinsettias in different pinks. I thought I showed you everything. I'm going to go quickly now. Garden Wreath add-on, this is new. Garden Wreath add-on with Better Press, still new. This is from the Advent Calendar, Garden Wreath. Here is Garden Wreath with a Better Press sentiment. Look how pretty that is. And here it is with one of Nicole's Felt and Stitch. Some of my Build a Wreath and Garden Wreath to finish out this card with that beautiful little chicken. I love this card. I think my set just helped finish out the whole of Nicole's beautiful image right here with this stitching. Very easy to do too, not hard. And the Felt Stitch and Crate is in this sale as well, so I'll put a link for it below. I think I just showed you 30 cards from my own collection. Yeah, I keep going back to it, even if I just use bits. Even the flowers, I'll use bits, but I incorporate it all the time. Okay, crafters, I had to pull some quick examples of sealed twine. I don't know why I didn't have this ready. Sealed twine is $6 from $11.99. Love this set. When you're going to use it on a card, cut it twice. Glue this in the center here where you're going to put your wax seal and wrap it around. Here it is on this beautiful A2 card. Look at all the layers. Here it is with Better Press. Oh, it works seamlessly with Better Press and a wax seal. Here it is with a stenciled image using Perfect Touch rectangles. I should come back to this card and this card. Look at it here with specialty cardstock, wrapping around and no cracking. So you tape this little piece on the back, the two sides. You layer up your card as usual, and it doesn't add a lot of bulk, so you don't have to necessarily put a rise on it. So super fabulous. $6 from $11.99. Winner. Love, love, love. Sealed twine. Up next, crafters, a favorite of mine. This was the start of my big floral journey with Spellbinders. I purchased every one of these. This is Be Bold Blooms, $20.99 from $27.99. This is a fantastic die set. As you can see, I have 3 of them. So what I did, I separated the flowers on one, the centers and the little sprigs, and then the foliage on one, and kept it as 3 sets in a scrapbook.com storage envelope. So I love this, and I love this reference picture too. You can make this if you wish. Here it is from this December. Look at that. This is from the Advent Calendar. Look how pretty it is. Here it is with Better Press. I love these little buds too, and I love it in pink. And here it is over here on another card that I made using, you can use as much of it or as little of it as you want, and it mixes well with Mini Blooms and Sprigs, Club Blooms, Vivid Blooms. There's a new one too. My mind is going blank because I think I'm hungry, but I'm almost done, so I'll just finish it up. But really, really pretty set. So if you don't have Be Bold Blooms, you can get 1 set. I just like to run multiples at the same time, so I have 3. This is $20.99 from $27.99. She's a oldie, but don't discount her. She is a goodie. Love, love, love Be Bold Blooms. So super duper pretty. Speaking of pretty, this is a set that I purchased myself. I have 4 sets of it here. This is Mini Blooms and Sprigs, $6 from $11.99. 4 sets. That means the first one I purchased, full price. After that, when it went on sale. And I have 4 sets on one 5x7 magnet here. Isn't that fabulous? Here's the foliage. Here's the bits. Look at the little flowers, all different styles of flowers too. Do I have an example? Oh, I saved this card. That's good. Here's the example of it. So you see what I'm using? Just bits of these flowers and these flowers here for my cake. I use it all the time, but it's just such a good staple. It's not a new die set, but she's a winner. She's a foundation floral die set, which is what I would call her. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, crafters, now I'm going to go into foundation dies. I don't have a ton of foundation dies, but of course I always have to start off with these two newbies because they are fabulous. If you don't own them, put them in your wish list and get them one day. This is Perfect Touch Rectangles. Love. $14 from $27.99. This is Starshine. $15 from $29.99. I love these two. I love these two together too. They play very well. This die set can work with everything. So there is the arch that I showed you earlier, Perfect Touch Arch. Both of them, this little detail morphs and works well with a lot of foundation dies. You can stack 3 or 4 different foundation dies on one card and it won't look crazy. This grounds everything. This one gives you texture on a card. So if one of your layers you want to have texture, this is a great one. I love to dry emboss it. You don't have to. Dry embossing instructions will be on all of your die cut machines. It's the one using the little flimsy rubber mat. That's your dry emboss, like your embossing mat, okay? Here are the two of them together on a stenciled image. When I had this stenciled image, it was looking flat. I decided to go ahead and do the dry emboss and then Perfect Touch on the outside. See the two of them working together? They keep working together. For this card, I could have also done Starshine then for this one. That would have been pretty too, because that would have given this a really nice, earthy pumpkin fall feel if I put this with this. And see the Perfect Touch on the 2 layers? So these two can still work with that card. Here is something more recent from Yana's Daisy collection. You see Perfect Touch out here, precision layering A2 die here, and this layer. So what you do is you cut it out first. So I cut this out with precision layering, and with precision layering, I get the tight layers, and then I dry embossed it. There is seal twine too with one of the mini wax seals. Fabulous, 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 and a better press sentiment. Here is Perfect Touch by itself with just a stamped image. Look at the distance too. Sometimes I like to have them layered up tight and then sometimes create that distance and then just have fun because it did bump up this image. And here's another one of the international sentiments in Spanish. One of the die sets. Okay. These two again working together. This is with a better press background and I did layer it up. And here I have Perfect Touch on the outside, Starshine on the inside. You see how it gives that nice detail and you can feel the detail. If you're giving this to a fellow crafter and they're all about texture and doing all kinds of things, this is 2 seconds to do. It doesn't take long. I've shown it in one of these Steals and Deals video too, how easy it is. Here it is again on the background with this cute little chick. These little caboodle bonus dies. I see them in the sale. I don't see an active link to click add to cart. I don't know why it's not active. You can watch it if you want to get some of these past Kit Club caboodle bonus. So these are like what's left, and then after that they're done. So if you wanted to get this or a few other little cute critters and things that they have that are caboodle bonuses, some of you don't join Kit Club, but you can still purchase Kit Club items. These sales are the best time to get past Kit Club goodies, and a lot of these goodies are timeless. Club blooms, I just showed you the flowers. That atrium, gorgeous. Even some of these caboodle bonuses. So there is a time to get it. You can just put it in your wish list, hold it. You can call the wish list because Spellbinders allows you about 10 to 15 different wish lists because I have about that much. You can call one club items. So if you don't subscribe to the club, but you eventually want to get them, when I tell you that these are on Super Steal, that's the time for you to finally get it before it disappears. Because if you buy it third party, like on eBay, oh, you're going to pay a lot for it. So just don't even go with that. When they come down to like $10 or $5, or you see something cute like this and I tell you that this is limited run, this is limited, okay? Because this was only for folks who subscribe to the Deluxe Caboodle Club, all 10 clubs. That's a beauty. Just wanted to give you a little sidebar for those of you that still want some Kit Club goodies. Just be patient, create a wish list. You can get a lot of those items, okay? Here it is now with a stamped image. So there's a stamped image, little blended background, and look how it just offers a frame without going over the top. Don't you love it? Love it, love it, love it. Here it is with another Kit Club goodie. So this is another one you can put in your wish list, this Easter set from this year. You see it out here? different foundation dye, different foundation dye. That's 3 different foundation dyes. Does it look crazy? No. Here it is without dry embossing. So when I first got this set, I would just run it through the die cut machine. So that's what it would look like without the texture for the dry emboss. Still pretty. This is a fabulous set too. Might be in this sale. Poinsettia spray. Here it is on a Father's Day card, and I love this set. Even the arch one on masculine cards. Keep that in mind. If you need masculine cards and you want to add that texture, this is a great die for that. Perfect Touch rectangles and Perfect Touch arches. Both of them are great foundation dies for your masculine cards. Easily, quickly. See this one here again, seal twine. Okay, now I'm finding all my seal twine cards. And look at this. This is another Kit Club goodie too, maybe about 2 months ago. And lastly, here it is in the background. This is from this month's Kit Club, and this is from Jump for Joy, a stencil image. It offers fun to the stencil image. I was tempted to put Starshine, but I decided to keep it clean. So have fun, mix, match, and play. Fun, 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 fun. Alrighty, so that's it for these 2 beauties. Love, love, love. Up next, here's a set I've been using a lot, especially this one, Tunnel Clouds. Loved it when it first came out, still love it now. This is an older die set, but it's a great foundation die set. This is from the Tunnelscapes collection. There are add-on bits to this as well, probably on sale, but I'm going to just cover the foundation set. Tunnel Clouds is $16.50 from $32.99. Rainbow Slice, $16.50 from $32.99. This one, I would probably skip in this sale, but if you really want it, you can go ahead and get it. Underwater Tunnel. For some reason, it's saying $23.09 from the same $32.99. It's not coming up as $16.50. Okay? So these 2 are $16.50. This one is $23.09. I don't know. I'm not going to guess. I'm just telling you that it has a different price. Tunnel Clouds. Last year's Weekender, we made this beauty right here. Look at the airplane. That's one of the add-on dies. Simon Hurley came out with his Sky's the Limit collection. I used what I learned last year, applied it to this year with the little girl and the little kite. Look how cute this is. All you do is just use a piece of this here. So fun. You can go full cloud, what you see here, with the little boy. Isn't this gorgeous? I do have a video on this as well. Here it is with little smiles. That's my daughter as a baby. With a little stork. This is so cute. Every time I see this card, it still makes me smile. I love this. Look at this now, again with Simon Hurley. Look at his little rocket and then these little stamps. So cute. So you see how you can have fun and morph and play? This one is a winner because it has so many dies. 31 dies for $16.50. Winner. This is 8 dies, but I do love those clouds. This is the first time I played with that rainbow slice. I did an underwater scene, so I was mixing this, some of the add-ons with this one. So that's like layers under the water. This has popped up so much. It's about 6 layers of foam. Here it is with the underwater tunnel, which is gorgeous. Here it is with Simon Hurley, Out of Space. Here are my little clouds with different little critters on the inside. I made both of these cards for the advent calendar. You see the bestie sentiment? I just noticed it. You've probably been seeing it the whole time because I use it all the time. And here is another one of the rainbow slice with a coffee cup. And here it is with this add-on set from this same collection with the birds and the leaves. And look how pretty that is. So super pretty. These are by far winners. Put them in your wish list if you don't own them already. And they're great foundation dies, but it's a different style. It will spur your imagination. Love. Up next, crafters. Here are 2 dies that will dial up the elegance. I love Timeless 5x7 card front. This is $21.50 from $42.99. This is Kaleidoscope Peacock. Fabulous die set. Love, love, love this one. When it first came out, Spellbinders didn't send it to me, so I went and bought it at full price. This is now $13.50 from $26.99. When you play with these 2 together or apart, you can make a lot of elegant cards very quickly. Here's a border die from this same collection, Timeless Hearts Border. This is $9.50 from $18.99. Winner. That's what you see here with the peacock. I could have also done this background, put the peacock right here. Then there is this Timeless Duo, which you saw on that prom picture with my daughter. This is really pretty too. This is $7.50 from $14.99 for the Timeless Duo. I don't think I've made a card with these 2 together. Another project. I just realized that. This is with a beautiful embossing folder. A lot of embossing folders are on sale. Here is that peacock. So super pretty. And I love the peacock clearly in blue and turquoise. I'm going to make a purple one. I do want to make a purple one. Here is the Timeless 5x7. This is a more recent spring card with better press. You see how the background is so pretty when you change up the colors? So fabulous. You also saw this before here with the Be Bold blooms. So super pretty. You also saw it before here with Club Blooms. So you see how it morphs? You can put it on a standard 5x7 rectangular card base, or you can make it as a shaped card. I love it as a shaped card. This one opens like so. So you cut a second layer and you put a 1/2 inch score line and glue the tops together to make a shaped card. Same thing here, but it opens top folding actually. Love, love, love. Love the colorway. This is me exploring the new color wheel cardstock. Look how pretty that is. 2 fabulous arch dies that will also complement and work with the Perfect Touch arches. Make-A-Wish Arch Labels die. By far winner. This one is $15 from $29.99. Essential Arches, $14 from $27.99. Both of these are best friends, and then they have a new best friend with the Perfect Touch arches, okay? And you saw the card with the little pig on it before. Largest die in both sets is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. You can layer some of the smaller dies in here, vice versa. You can make shape cards with them. That's what I normally do. Same 1/2 inch score line, glue the top together. Here it is, playful and fun. All of the shaker domes are on sale too in this sale. So I'll put a link for shaker domes right underneath this because I love the arch dome. So super pretty. There are 5 different shaker domes, okay? Look how cute this is. This particular die set morphs. She can work with young kids cards and then morph into adult cards. Adult with better press. And seal twine again. You see the seal twine? I tell you, I use it all the time. And wax seal. Here it is with a stamped image. Look how gorgeous this is. And I love it with the navy too. I think it just adds that drama. Beautiful. Here it is with Yana's new collection. Here I'm using both of these together. And this too. You see how you're seeing no dash detail on the inner piece? I like the inner piece to be smooth. So I'm using Essential Arches with all 3 of these layers. And then here's this die because you can see the detail. Here it is more fun and playful. Kind of adult too still. For the holidays, using both of these layers. Look at that, so fun. Here it is super playful when it was first introduced in the Monster Birthday Collection, but it really stands on its own, okay? Works so well for a kids card, interactive too with the little legs that can swing. So super cute with the monster. Here it is again for Easter. On the outside, I have Essential Arches, 2 layers, and then here in the middle, this one. Here it is also with wax seal and a beautiful die, and look at the layers, 3 layers of this beauty. Very easy card to make, but still a stunner for Christmas. And here it is, very elegant. This is from the Stitchmas. Look at it when you bring in specialty cardstock. Look how it dials up the elegance even more, very quickly. So 3 layers of this one, but I could have also brought in that one. And here it is on a birthday card. There are my balloons. And this is Simon Hurley's stamped image. And I did like a whole 3 layers of it and then made it into an easel card. So it makes an easel card very easily as well. Okay, winner by far. And this is just icing on the cake with it. This is an older set, but she's enhanced with this one. And the new Perfect Touch arches work seamlessly with both of these, okay? So they all work well together. That's why I keep all 3 of them in the same scrapbook.com storage envelope. Alrighty, almost done, crafters. We're coming near the end. Up next, crafters, nested postage labels and tag die. I love this die set. This is $19.59 from $27.99. Earlier this year, look at this beauty with a Kit Club item. Look how pretty it is. Here it is layered up. The largest die in here is an A2. Then there's a matting layer with stitch detail. So what I did was precision layering on the outside to cut the A2 base. Then use this piece and then this inner piece. So I'm mixing it. And then this piece come here with the pattern paper. Look how it works so well with pattern paper too. It's a dream with pattern paper. If you don't know what to do with pattern paper, look at that. So pretty. Again, don't know what to do with pattern paper. Just a dream with it. Seriously. If you want to do both layers the same sheet, you can cut just one time with the both dies and you'll get like this piece covers up what is cut out. So I love that as well. It's a 2-for-1 with this one. Here it is with Starshine with the layers. Just adding that postage detail. Love that. Here it is on an easel card with just a stamped image, but I came in more layers and then turned it into an easel with the die right there. So in the middle, there's a die with a stamp. Isn't that cute? Look at that pink, pretty card. Pretty pink card. Here it is with Yana's Daisies with Better Press. Works well with Better Press too. Here it is when it was first introduced with these flowers. So pretty. Here it is with Simon Hurley. Some stamped images layered up twice. So this background is the same Better Press image glimmered once. And then I cut 2 layers with these die because there's enough spacing and then this layer covers what they cut out. You know what I mean? And then here is the same little tag here. Again, another easel card. It is a fun die set. This is with either last month's or this month's Kit Club. Crafters, did you watch the Club Along crafting video? I was driving, so I couldn't get to watch it. And then here it is, layered up and popped up for fun on this little sweet little Christmas card that looks like it came special delivery for you. I love the layers. I did pop it up real high, but you see, I still use this detail here to cut a frame. Love. All right, crafters, 2 more things, then I am done. And I didn't take, oh my gosh, I didn't take anything out for them. All righty, so I'm going to just talk about it. Crafters, I need to eat something, then I'm going to get to editing and drink something, okay? So I don't have examples of this because, I don't know, I didn't pull it out. This beauty disappeared, came back, now I see it, and it's on sale. If you want to get it before it's gone. Assorted Tags is a wonderful set. Use over and over again. $8 from $16.99. There is a bunch of stamp sets at Spellbinders that coordinate with it, and these are all photopolymer stamps. This one I think is retired, but this is still there. Handmade gifts for the holidays. And Nicole's Santa Sipping Sane and a few other glimmer sets work with this little beauty as well. Okay, so Assorted Tags is a wonderful set, like really, really nice tag set, and I've used it a bunch of times. I find a card with it, but I didn't find one, but I found one with this one. Sentiment labels. This had retired, and I see it now. This is the time to get it if you want it. $6 from $11.99. Here it is with a big sentiment stamped in here, but you could also layer up. It's a very pretty die set. So I'm glad to see this one back. That's why I wanted to talk about it. And at $6, that's a winner. A lot of what's in here too can work with your long better press or long glimmer sentiments. It can work with these. So this set and this set are like best friends as well. Okay. Alrighty, crafters, I think that's it. I am tapped out. I showed you a whole lot. Hopefully you are excited about this sale because it is a good sale. It has a lot of new in sale items. Also, crafters, look at those refurbished machines. Maybe you can get a Platinum 6 for $79. Thumbs up. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. I'm going to go have a Ricola and then find something to eat with my Ricola. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Thanks so much for watching. And thanks for watching this video. I know it's a day late, but hey, I came back in town and I made this video for you. So stay crafty, my friends. Check out everything. Everything will be detailed and linked below. Some of it may be abbreviated because I may run out of space, but I will link everything below. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye!